Right, hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video, and this time not on a magic roundabout but straight onto the bench here, because this is just another special video about how I got into doing these model bang racing cars. Basically, I'm going to try to explain what Banger Race is for those who don't know. And yeah, explain what the sport is, what tracks to race on, what cars are used, safety spec and all that. Yeah, the model cars that I get hold of, where I get them from, what paints I use, and so on. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm going to start at the top. I'll try and display it as clear as possible. Yeah, so I got the idea for this way back in the early 90s, when me and my late father used to go to a lot of banger racing circuits, the race meetings up and down the country. Circuits like Wimbledon, Aldershot, Arlington, down in Eastbourne, Ipswich, Swaffham, Hennisford, Northampton, Ringwood, Smallfields, Worthing, which is not there anymore, Arena Essex as well. Yeah, it's all different circuits my dad went to. Yeah, so the cars I use for these, I've started finding them in, believe it or not, in Woolworths. That's where I started. We're not around anymore, because I used to sell Corgi, not Corgi, Matchbox, Rolls Royces, Jaguars and taxis. So I used to buy them there first. Then I started looking around car boot sales, because I didn't have a computer back then, so that was my only two sources. They were so Woolies and car boot sales. Just looking around for cars at £1 or £2 each. Then after that, I started going to toy fairs, looking around in magazines to see any toy fairs locally around me. So that was another source that came along. Again, buying cars at about £5 and under, like this example here, which I bought back in the late 90s from a toy fair. Yeah, so how I used to strip them down, because most of these models are like held with rivets, unlike this one's a screw base fitting, which is easy to undo. What I'd done was I just left it as it was. Well, I undid it, took the glass out and put it back together, and just left it as you see here. It's my very first Cadillac Rescue this was, so I was keen to keep hold of it. Other ones, I was getting like Rolls Royces, taxis, Jaguars. Let's see if I can find a Jaguar from years ago. Don't think I've got one. I used to have loads, but I ended up selling them in the end because I ran out of space in my bedroom. That was in the late 2000s, and then a couple of years later I started doing them again because I just wanted something to do. I don't think I've got one here actually from my early days. I'd be surprised if I have. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have. I'll find something else that I did. One of my later ones. Yeah, look. So this is one I did back in the 90s. This Corgi Rover, who was an old work colleague of mine, used to do bang racing down at Smallfield. And he asked me, I told him about the model bangers I do, so he asked me to do one in his colours, which I really kindly did. So I smashed, smashed the glass out because it got his rivets in, and I wasn't too sure how about to put them apart. So sometimes I took the front lights out. This one left them in, front bumpers as well. So I smashed the glass out, kept the doors shut permanently. There's no boot lid to this one, so it's how you see it. That's how I used to do. Sometimes ripped out the passenger seat, as you see here. So that's that one. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, just bear with me for a moment. Just trying to find a Matchbox one. I don't think I have from my early days. I thought I had, but I don't think I have. No, it's not looking too promising, I'm afraid. Like I used to have loads back then. Model Matchbox and Corgi Jaguars, Rover SD ones you just seen, Corgi Rolls Royces, Matchbox Rolls Royces, London Taxis, Corgi and Matchbox American cars like the Plymouths and Chevrolets, and the Buicks, the old Kojak cars. Used to do loads, I did. But say then it got to a point when the bedroom was just full of toy cars everywhere, not just bangers, but like sports cars as well. Yeah, ended up selling them just to create space. So that's that part of it. That's how I got it by going bang racing itself, getting ideas from that. Also used to buy a magazine called Blitz magazine, which is no longer not around anymore. That is a full colour magazine. So that's now where I got my ideas from for drivers and teams. Used to buy loads of DVDs and video cassettes as it were back then. So that's another source of ideas from. What else? Yeah, so bang racing itself. I'll tell you what else to do. I'll come back in a minute. Yeah, so doing these models, I'll just use normal tins of modelling paint, the Humble tins. You can get from a mini model shop or craft shops even. Brushes, just normal thick heady ones and very fine ones. Yeah, so I used photographs that I took because at Swaffham, this particular one, this driver, he had a car very similar to this he raced. A bit of a long story attached to that one. I won't go into it right now. So I took loads of photographs of it and found his Cadillac and decided to copy it. And you see it came out. Yeah, so that was that. I don't do spray painting very much, very, very rarely. All mine are hand painted or hand brush painted, whatever. Yeah, so that's I think it's what is cover B of the models side of it. You know how. Should I tell? Hold on. No. So when I started doing them again recently, probably 2 or 3 years ago, yeah, I started looking on eBay for cheapy ones on there. That's my main source when I started doing them again. Still been looking around car boot sales. Been going to toy fairs again recently, getting stuff from them. I went to a toy fair yesterday actually, over at Sandown Park in Esher. Got a bag full of die-cast stuff there, which I'll show you me donations purchase video end of the month. Yeah, so altogether sources for these I'll go through now. So it's toy fairs, the internet, and car boot sales mainly. Sometimes I get donations from people online, who are on Facebook for example. So that's that. Yeah, so the bang race itself is a full contact sport. Just a matter of what the cars involved, as I already said already. So all fully stripped out, no lights, no windows, no interiors apart from the driver's seat obviously, the steering wheel. Safety aspects are something called a safety H-frame, which is always behind the driver's seat. That stops the car initially folding up onto the driver when it's hit from behind or the side. So if there's any damage on the rear end pretty hard, it does go as far as a H-frame. As for the front, you can do head-ons pretty hard, making the front of the car snap, as they call it. So it's just a matter of I think it's about 10 to 15 laps. It's the first one to get round to check a flag. For taking out each other's opponents. As I get the safety side of it, the H-frames must have an extinguisher. The original fuel tanks are removed and specially made ones are fitted in the engine bay. I think it's a special water tank fit, specially made water tanks as well. Batteries removed from underneath from the engine bay to the inside of the car for safety reasons. The front wings are cut pretty much off, as they are these days, to stop the tyres getting punctured too easily, I think. I'll show you one that's like that. Or what I've done recently. Let's see, let's find a good example of one. But I've done. Yeah, like this good Rolls Royce here. I've literally cut, because originally the wings were like down here, and I've cut them right back. That's how most of Bangladesh racers' cars are these days. Very similar to this. Door plates fitted as well, stop them flapping open. Bonnet plates as well, for the same reason. Boot lid plates on there as well. Thin plate on the roof. So that's that. What else? Yeah, this is one that I bought off eBay recently. That's going to be my next one. So this will be my next one in work. It's a dinky Plymouth Fury, the dinky version. So that's my next one. Yeah, I've got a couple of photos of actual cars raced, so I'm using that to do my ideas on this one. Yeah, as for the circuits themselves that I used to go to with my late father. My local one was Smallfields here in Surrey, which is still running, by the way. Arlington Raceway near Eastbourne. Wimbledon's not around anymore, so you've got Ipswich down in Suffolk, Swaffham in Norfolk, got Northampton Raceway up in Northants, obviously, that I've been to a couple of times. Hennisford up in the Midlands, went there a few times for the pre-68 classic car banger racing. Yeah, classic cars do get raced as well, unfortunately. And it does make the classic car people cringe a bit. Where else have I been? Yeah, Ringwood down in the New Forest in Hampshire. Maybe I went there a few times. It's a good circuit. I'm not sure if it's still running or not. I did hit one or two rivers, it had gone, but I don't know. Arena Essex, that's now gone, by the way. That's a good circuit. Used to go down there for the annual firecracker meeting, which was just purely unlimited bangers. You used to have loads of drivers from visiting tracks and the mainline Europe as well. Just trying to think where else I've been now. Used to be a circuit down in Ammering near Worthing, which is now gone. Maybe I went down there a few times as well. I think back in the early 80s, my dad took me to a dirt track circuit in a place called Warnham, not Warnham, Kingsfold, between Dorking and Horsham, which is not there now. I think on many years that has. Yeah, that was a dirt track, that was. I think that's probably one of my first banger racing meetings I went to, actually, in the early 80s. I'm not sure what else. Yeah, so that's my model cars covered. Cover the circuits, my sources where I get my models from and ideas from. yeah, if I've missed anything out, please do let me know, and I can always send you additional info via the messages. So yeah, so that's picking my next one. This is one I bought from a toy fair back in the late 90s. So yeah, that's pretty much covered it, I think. Yeah, so I hope this video is useful to you lot. As I say, please do leave any comments. If I miss anything out, let me know and I'll fill you in on that. Yeah, so until I start building this one, yeah, it'll be yeah, bye for now. Bye bye.